you inherit the school as built, or were you on the beginning side?
I was part of, we merged Candor Elementary and Star Elementary because we had too many students. This school was built, and I was the assistant principal at Candor for approximately 5 years. Mm-hmm. And when I came to Greenridge, I was the assistant principal for Donna Kennedy, who was our principal originally. And she transferred to our high school last March. We were talking about it just this week. It was a year ago today. She left us and went to the high school. There was an opening there, and I was asked to do an intern for the remainder of the year as the principal. And had a lot at one time, but enjoyed the remainder of the year. I applied for the position for the next year and was fortunate enough to get it, and I've been very busy. It's a big responsibility, but I thoroughly enjoy what I do, and I have a passion for what I do. I love children, and I love to keep them happy. I love to keep the teachers happy, and we are very blessed with this 21st century state-of-the-art school with everything from materials and supplies and equipment to our energy efficient.
There's a technology piece here that either we decided, but somebody sort of said we'd save enough money over what you call the old-fashioned system, the traditional system, I suppose, to buy a technology system. We were looking at those boards that go.
Right.
What is that?
These are Promethean boards, and they allow our teachers to. They're a great resource. It's just like having the world at your fingertips. And through technology, they can incorporate and enhance their lessons by they're attached to computers, and it's just like I said, having the world at your fingertips. They can bring all types of materials and supplies and resources in just to enhance their lessons and to make learning more enjoyable but more enriching to our students.
I said to you, well, if we could go back to the day one when this school was designed, and somebody said to you, we can give you a 4-pipe system without ventilation or dehumidification, or you can have these units that we think are probably going to be noisy with dehumidification and with ventilation, plus you can have this $800,000 worth of technology too. Would that be a hard decision for you to make?
Not at all. Don't even have to think twice on that one. No, that's like having your cake and eat it too. We're having a good system, air-conditioned system for our school, but also we're getting, it's just a plus for us to be able to use that money to help our students.
How many students do you have here approximately?
Right now we have about 496.
Wow, that's a big elementary school.
It
isn't
is.
It
It certainly is.
One of the things is that this unit, and the maintenance guys love it because they say they can go change the filters and not bother the classroom because they're on the outside.
That's right.
Has anybody ever said, boy, I think your school's not very pretty because it's got these units on the outside? Or
No.
Huh?
No, they have never mentioned anything like that.
No one has ever mentioned
No,
that?
I've never heard anyone say anything negative about them.
Wow, that doesn't even make sense, does it?
Well, I think they're more interested in the learning that takes place here, and that the students are comfortable. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter how they are comfortable, but I think that, no, I haven't had any negative remarks about the units.
Picked up just a little while ago, and I want to make sure I'm correct though, as a principal, retention of teachers is something you focus on, and a comfortable room is one part of their equation. Is that correct?
Absolutely. We look, when we do our North Carolina teachers working conditions survey each year, one of the components of the survey talks about the comfort, or what are some of the things that teachers like to have, and one of them is they like to have their own classroom, and of course with that comes materials and supplies. And of course with that would come the heating and air. And we have had, I'm happy to say, since this school has opened, 100% retention. We have had a couple to retire out, but no one has left for just wanting to leave for whatever reason. So that tells me that they're happy, you know, and it takes a lot of different elements to keep a teacher happy. I'm very blessed to be here. I have a good faculty. I have the best faculty and staff, and I really do. And they care about these students. The students are wonderful. The parents care about their learning, and we're just very fortunate to have the building and have all the wonderful components.
And the one thing you left out, and I understand it, is they got a great leader too. So
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, but
and I mean that.
they'll go on. They can do it without me because I know they can. But I enjoy being part of it. I certainly do, and I appreciate them every day for what they do. All of our teachers, our entire faculty and staff. We couldn't do it without our custodians, our cafeteria workers, our bus drivers, our teachers. It takes the total package.
It's a team
To be successful, and the students are wonderful. They really are.
Well, I want to thank you again so much
You are
for
so
sharing your knowledge with us. It's going to be very helpful.
It's very nice. We're, like I said, we're blessed to have the school. We're very comfortable here, and I would highly recommend. I know you. I know this. I would highly recommend your units to anyone or to any one building.
Well, we really appreciate that,
Okay.
and I know you're not doing it just because we got that camera. Right?
No, I do. I truly mean it. We've been very.
What?
Well, the story goes back to the maintenance department. I've worked with the maintenance department for years. Bard, their own admission had always been their most reliable piece of equipment, caused them the fewest amount of mechanical problems in the county. So when they built this is their first new school in a long, long time, they wanted to use Bard wall mounts on the outside, and they brought me in to explore what is the most efficient unit Bard makes and how they can address all of the various environmental problems, climate problems in the classroom. What we've got here is Bard's two-stage compressor unit, both heating and cooling. We've got outside air through CRV ventilation. We've got individual dehumidifiers in each one of the classrooms, so we can independently control the humidity in each classroom. The architect selected this brown color to tie in with the building. The supply system is ducted so that you've got individual 4 or 5 registers in each classroom, and each classroom also has its own standalone thermostat, so each classroom can be individually controlled. Maintenance guys like them because everything, service access, filter access, is from the outside.